Hey, good morning, everybody. We got a little bit of a late start today. We enjoyed the evening, listened to some music, and had a few drinks. So we're on a sea day today. Great views. The weather's actually nice compared to yesterday, and we're headed off to breakfast. So we'll check back in with you when we get to the buffet. Kind of give you a little bit of a overview of a lunch in the buffet, and we'll talk to you in a few. Bye. Okay, so we are at sea. It's our second sea day, and it's day 7, 3:30. So we're just over the halfway point because it's a 13-day cruise, and we're at like 6.5 or 7 into it. So far, what are your thoughts?
So it's interesting because I feel like we've done so much because obviously we flew to London early and we've seen so much that I'm like, oh gosh, our cruise is almost over. And then I was looking at the schedule and I went, oh, we're only halfway done. We still have 3 stops in Scotland and 1 stop in France. And I'm super excited.
And we still have a sea day.
And a sea day. So we still have a lot of cruising left.
So normally we try and do 10 days or more. This is a 13-day. Not that we're trying to sound like elitist or anything, but for me, doing a 7-day cruise, you kind of get into the swing of things about day 4 or 5. And then when you're on that 7-day cruise, that day 4 or 5 for me kind of seems like, we got to start planning on going home because I unfortunately am a planner. So when I see that day 3 or 4, I'm like, okay, the vacation's now on the opposite end, and we're starting to swing back towards getting ready to go home. So I think we're getting some sail into our wind, or into some wind into our sails. Excuse me. To where, yeah, I think it's a good that we had this sea day today because after this we're probably gonna watch one of the enrichment speeches on the TV, relax a little bit. We have a formal night tonight, and then it's also the captain's meet and greet. Usually we try and hit the elite lounge once or twice while we're on the cruise. It's just been so busy. Like, this cruise has been
nonstop,
jam packed. It's like, get off the ship,
get up early.
Yeah, get up early, do your excursions, get back on the ship, and you're like, man, I'm beat. It's dinner time. Have dinner, have a couple of drinks, and then it's bedtime to get ready for that next day. So overall, halfway. What are your impressions?
So one thing that I was telling Brian is I'm very, very, very excited to be on this ship, just because my heritage, I guess, I'm like 80% Celtic. So I'm going to, all the places where my ancestors came from: England, Ireland, Scotland, Wales. Very exciting for me. And I was expecting more Celtic things on the ship, more Celtic music, the entertainment. Like, if you're on a Caribbean cruise, everything's Caribbean themed. If you go to Mexico, they have a lot of Mexican themed things. When we were in Alaska, they brought people on the ship. That one guy was sculpting ice with a chainsaw, and they brought all these. Yeah, they brought the people that did that they raced with the Huskies.
The Iditarod.
Thank you.
Yeah.
The Iditarod, like, they just brought a lot of enrichment programs, and it was just very themed. And I just feel like I'm very disappointed with Princess for not having more Celtic themed entertainment on this ship. They did have an incredible band called the Trawlermen, amazing. I ended up downloading their CD. I recommend everyone follow them. They played live Celtic music, Celtic ballads, and they made me cry. They were beautiful. But other than that, no, Princess, I'm a little bit disappointed. I think that you should throw out some more Celtic, even your shows. Riverdance is very difficult. I don't think not many people could just learn Riverdance, but I don't know. I think it just should have a little bit more. Play some Celtic music in the background. So that kind of annoys me a little bit, but we are so busy, and we're constantly going to all of these stops, and we are immersing ourselves
in the culture,
into the Celtic culture 100%. So I guess that's a very small complaint compared, because we are immersing ourselves in the true culture.
Right. Yeah. I mean, honestly, we don't see a whole lot of the shows anyways, but we probably would see more of them if they had a little bit more of that theme versus the production kind of shows. So yeah, I just wanted to get your halfway thoughts and see what your thoughts are for the next few days. And
I love the stops. I'm really impressed with the stops. I thought they would just be your typical touristy, go to a castle. I figured we'd be all castled out, but I feel like the more castles we see, the more excited we get. And it's so beautiful. And the culture, they're all so proud of their cultures. The Irish, the Welsh, the English, there's so much pride, and they all speak their native languages, which is so beautiful. And I'm so excited to see Scotland and all the Viking history there. It's super exciting. So this is, I am not disappointed.
No, I'm not disappointed either. I will say that I did talk about it yesterday in the videos where I talked about the castles and how it's like, just gonna get overloaded with castles. But going to Blarney, going to that Port's Court or Powers Court house and the garden, that gave you some culture. And I was like, okay, they rebuilt this castle. It had an Italian theme, but they rebuilt the castle. Thought that was cool. And then going yesterday to Conway Castle, it's like I really do enjoy the history of the medieval times. We went to the Tower of London, so we got to see those castles over there as well. Mm-hmm. So yeah.
Yeah, and you have a lot of English, so some of your ancestors came from this area
region,
as well. Yeah. So it's like we're stepping back into our own living history, which is, I love history, so it's very exciting for me. And then Conway Castle, if anyone has an opportunity to go, the town is a medieval town surrounded by the castle walls. It's incredible. And that and the Powers Court.
Yeah, those were probably. I mean,
those were my two favorite.
I'm gonna hit Blarney Castle again just because I got to do something cool.
Blarney Castle is incredible too.
If you have a chance to go to Blarney Castle, don't give yourself 4 hours. Give yourself
the whole day.
2 hours, because that's what a lot of the tours do. Is they give you 2 hours there. 2 hours is not enough. 4 hours is probably be able to see a lot of it, but the other stuff that we did, I don't think we necessarily had to do it. So if you can skip going on a tour and taking a shuttle or a ride over to Blarney Castle and just seeing that, or maybe if they did Blarney Castle and that Powers Court, that would be your whole day right there, because it took us a couple hours to get through the grounds at Powers Court. So spend at least a half a day at Blarney and then give yourself a couple hours to get to the Powers Court.
Well, wasn't Blarney in County Cork and Powers Court was in Dublin? So there are two different parts of Ireland.
Okay. Well, if you go to Dublin and you go to Cork, make sure that you hit those two spots and you give yourself plenty of time. So, all right, we're gonna watch our video. We're gonna get ready. So we've made it to breakfast / lunch. starts at 11:30, and it's 11:30 right now, so I think we're gonna hit a lunch rush in the buffet. So we got a table by the window. Again, the seas are way different today than yesterday. So we'll let Shannon.
Tomorrow will be sunny in the Shetland Islands.
Yeah, so I don't think this is a normal stop that we're doing tomorrow, but I'm looking forward to seeing some ponies. Okay, so let's see. I have some lentil spinach pie, some beef bourguignon, hamburgers and hot dogs, and some chicken nuggets. So they call this the kids station, but you can do like bacon cheeseburger and things like that. So things are starting to fill up. People looking for seats. I'm sure most people got up, had breakfast, and now it's time for them to grab some lunch. So check out the desserts in the buffet, and then we'll have some lunch. Berry cobbler again, some chocolate caramel brie, mango pie, and some pistachio. I'm gonna grab a pistachio because I really enjoy their pistachios. And then they have their different cookies. They do have tea time on most days, and it's usually around 3:30 in one of the main dining rooms. And we usually try and make one of the tea times, but I don't know if we'll do that on this cruise. It's been super busy, but gonna grab some food, and I'll check back in with you after I grab my food. Okay, so Shannon got some of the beef.
Organ.
Yeah, it's that beef bourguignon, and then she got some of the pork ribs, and
Chicken adobo, or pork adobo.
And then I think it's a leek pie, some other chicken, and I don't know what that gravy is. But I got started off with the kids' lunch. I got the hot dog, found the Waldorf salad, and I got a piece of the ribs in there, finishing the other side of the buffet. So once they get that finished, I'll walk through that and probably pick up some of the pies because it looked like it had some of the meat pies. So enjoying the sea day. I think we both needed it, and we'll check back in with you after we have some lunch. All right, so we just got to the Princess Theater and decided to do Deal or No Deal. So maybe Shannon will get picked, or I'll get picked to go up and play Deal or No Deal. But we ended up buying some cards to play either way. I think it's kind of like maybe bingo, but we'll see if it'll end up being me going up there and playing. But try and win a little money, try and pass some time during the day while we're on the ship.
Jerry! Where's Jerry? Jerry, do you want to play Deal or No Deal? Case number 11. Why number 11? Is it a birthday celebration? Just throwing it in the air. Okay, right, so nice and loud in the microphone. We're going for case number 11. What a guy, what a deal. $143. Jerry, open the case in front of you. Jerry, deal or no deal?
We took the deal.
Deal! I'll be saying deal. You won't be around $143. It's a deal! $400 out there. Now, the banker would have given you the option to keep your case or swap it. What would you have done?
I'd have kept it at this point.
Right. So we're keeping case 11. Let's open case number 19.
Come on.
Yes! That means your case, you would have walked away with $350. You did not beat the banker, but you're still a winner. Let's hear it for Jerry. Well done.
Well, we came out to the Lido pool, grabbed a quick snack and a drink, and we're headed back to the room to watch one of the videos on Scotland and Shetland, where we're going, and it's actually really blue sky day. Significant change in weather from yesterday. It's still a little breezy, but I think this is more what we were expecting the weather to be like.
Well, and in Holyhead, where we were yesterday, it's just like this there too. It's beautiful everywhere. I'm looking at the weather.
Yeah, so we missed the great weather by one day in Holyhead, but I think it was still a good day overall.
We still had like the incredibly rocky Irish Sea experience.
Yeah.
So that was fun.
Yeah, that was different.
Yeah.
All right, we're headed back to the room. We'll check back within a few. Well, like we were just saying on the way from the pool, it's actually a very blue sky day. Not super clear, but obviously you can see a little ways out where you can see these islands, and the sky's actually clear enough to get a decent view of them. Beautifully calm day, like you can't even tell that we're on the ocean. It's so smooth right now. Probably my favorite part of being at sea is watching the ocean and sitting on the deck or sitting out on one of the walkways where you can hear the water hit the ship. With it being formal night, the main dining room is always a great choice to have dinner at. Shannon started off her meal with the Vol au Vent Le Grand Chef, which was a pastry with shrimp and lobster in it. I ended up getting a salad. My main was the New York steak, and Shannon's favorite is the carbonara. So yeah, great dinner overall. Never disappointed in the formal night main dining room. To the room. Did a little bit of testing some fades and didn't do so well. Dropped another 200 into the slot machines, and I think we were up 500 the first night, and now we're down 400-ish tonight. So gonna slow the roll a little bit and get back to the room. See if I can figure out where the staircase is. But yeah, we had a great day on the ship. Sea day. Tomorrow we're in Shetland. So thanks for watching. Well, I'm not quite sure how much you can see me and how much you can see this London fog, and I just did a good night shout out, and I wanted to make sure everybody got to see this fog. I mean, when we talk about the British Isles, London, oh, there it is. Super cool, perfect timing with the old foghorn, but yeah. Quick 10 minutes later, and this is what we're seeing. So, all right, we'll check out in the morning again. Thank you for watching. We'll talk to you later.